simple. I'll do a few. So the first handout talked about the sum of the interior angles in a triangle, which you know it equals to 180. So it just, again, using the information that you have, I want you to use it to set up your equation. Now I know that most of you were just using a calculator, but if you were to set up the equation, let's call that x, you would go x plus 55 plus 70, and we know the total is 180. You combine like terms, you get 125 here. Sorry, plus 125 equals 180. Subtract 125 from both sides, and we get that angle x would be 55 degrees. Right, so that's the procedure that you would use for these ones, right? And like again, let me skip around. Not doing 2, same thing. This one, right? So number 5. Let me just jump around. So number 5, we had 30. So this is called. This measures 30. This measures 90 degrees, right? So a little arrow. And this one, it's called 66 plus x. So they're asking you to solve for x. So what do I know about these three angles? And again, angle 30 plus angle 90 plus 66 plus x equals 180, right? So all these three angles added up equals 180. Combine like terms, so we have 30 and 66, which is 96. So this is 186 plus x equals 180. We're going to subtract 186 from both sides. And x equals negative 6. Now you're going to think that's a little weird, but let's take that value of x and plug it in here. So for the last angle here, we know this angle measures 30. We know this angle measures 90, but this one is 66 plus x. So let's plug it in. So we get 66 plus x, or 66 plus negative 6, which gives us 60 degrees. Let's see if that makes sense, because the sum of all three angles should be 90. I have a 30-degree angle plus a 90-degree angle plus the last one plus 60. Does that give us 180? Yes, it does. So we are good. Okay. 6. We have three angles again. So we have 60 degrees plus 90 degrees, right? This is 90 degrees. And plus this unknown here. All that equals 180. 60 and 90 is 150. Plus 30x equals 180. We're going to subtract 150 from each side. We get 30x equals 30. And then divide by 30. Divide by 30. X equals 1. Well, I know it says only solve for x, but let me plug this in here. So this would be 30. To find the measure of the angle, we substitute x by 1. And we get 30 times 1, which gives us 30 degrees. Does that make sense? Well, that's 30 degrees. This is 60 degrees. And this fellow over here measures 90. 90 and 60 is 150. Plus the 30, 180. We're good. So again, very simple. Then we get to these. Again, same thing. I'm just going to set up your equation. So again, we have three angles. This one measures 90. So let's set up the equation. I know that the sum of all three angles equal 180. So how can I write my equation? Well, I'm going to write negative 10 plus 5x, right, that angle, plus the 90, plus the 40, right, equals 180. And then I would solve for x. Combine like terms, negative 10 plus 90 is 80, plus 40 is 120. So again, we get 5x plus 120 equals 180. Subtract 120 from both sides, we get 5x equals 60. Divide by 5 on both sides, and x equals 12. So again, x is a value of the variable. Go back here, plug it in. So wherever you see x, replace. So we get negative 10 plus 5 times 12, negative 10 plus 60, which gives us 50. So this angle here measures 50 degrees. And then if you wanted to check, that measures 50, this measures 40, and this measures 90. And if you add them up, it gives you 180. Okay. These ones, same thing. Let me just pick eeny, meeny, let me do 12. Okay, so again, we have three angles. X plus 52 plus 67 plus x plus the other angle. So we have three angles, 1, 2, and 3. Add them all together, we get 180. Combine like terms, we have an x and an x, so that gives me 2x. And we're going to combine 52 plus 67. 52 plus 67 plus 75. Okay. And that's 14, carry 1, 12, 19, 194 plus 194 equals 180. Minus 194 on both sides. We get 2x equals negative 14, divide both sides by 2, and x equals negative 7. So I don't know if it said find the variable, find the angle, but let's just complete this. So I'm going to go back here and find the angles. Well, this one's already 75 degrees, so there's nothing to do. This one is negative 7 plus 52, which is going to give me positive 45 degrees. So this angle is 45. And this one is 67 plus negative 7. It's going to give me 60 degrees. So if I add 75 plus 45 plus 60, will I get 180? 6, 10, 17, 18. Yes, I am. So there you go. My x negative 7 is correct. When I plug it in, it gives me the values of the correct angles of this particular triangle. Again. Okay, so that, again, skip, and you have the answers in the back. Okay, so like I said, I won't do all of them. And then you had the second one. And the second one says, right, so you had, says that the exterior angle, this angle here, let me pick this angle right here, the outside angle, this exterior angle is the sum of the two angles that are not adjacent to angle 120. So it's 120 is equal to the sum of this guy plus this guy. And let's just call that u, of u plus 50. So to find u, well, I'm going to do minus 50. Minus 50. That goes away, and u equals 70 degrees. So now I can go back here and say that that mystery angle is now 70 degrees. Right, so the exterior angle theorem says that this angle right here, the exterior angle 115, is equal to the sum of the two interior angles not adjacent to 115. So it's equal to 50 plus, and let's call this u again, minus 50, minus 50. That goes away. U is 65 degrees. So in this case, angle u, 65 degrees. Okay. And that's all it is. So we're going to use that relationship, right? And let me pick another one. Let me pick this one right here. Pick this one right here. Let's call this K. Actually, let's call that P. So the exterior angle P, which I don't know, is equal to these two interior angles, the sum of those two, 35 plus 95, which makes P equal to 130 degrees. Take this one, let's call that E. So the exterior angle 140 equals the sum of these two angles of E plus 45. Minus 45 on both sides. And E equals 95 degrees. Okay, nothing to these. I don't know, let's pick 10. Let's go to 10. So again, the exterior angle, this guy right here, is equal to the sum of the two interior angles that are not adjacent to him. So it would be this and this. So that is equal to 5x plus 10 plus 58. We can combine like terms on the right side. And 5x plus 68. Yeah, variables on both sides. Yes, we do. Let's get rid of the 5x. Minus 5x on both sides. You get 6x plus 2 equals 58. No, 68, sorry. 50 or 68? 68. So minus 2, 6x equals 66, divide by 6, x equals 11. That is the value of the variable, and is that what they want? I don't know, let me go. Solve for x, it just said solve for x. But I'm going to take the extra step, and I'm going to come over here, and you didn't have to do this. I'm just doing it and find everything else. So this is 5 times x plus 10, or 5 times 11 plus 10. 5 times 11 is 55, plus 10 makes this guy 65. Right, and then this guy outside the exterior angle, it's 11 times 11 plus 2, which gives us 123, right? So the exterior angles theorem says that this guy here, now let me cross this out because I know what the measure is, 123. This guy is equal to the sum of these two. Well, the exterior angle is 123, and the two interior angles, right, 65 and 58. Let's add them up, and let's see if we get 123, and we do. So see, those two angles have the same value as this exterior angle. Let me pick 13. Again, this angle here, 120, is equal to the interior angles. This guy, 15x plus 5, and this guy, 22x plus 4. 120 equals, let's combine like terms, 15 and 22 is 37x. 5 plus 4 is 9. That's minus 9 over here, minus 9 over here. 37x, that goes away. That's 111. Ew. Really? And then divide by 37, divide by 37. X equals 3. I know that it only asked for us to find the variable, so I mean, you would have stopped here, but I'm just going to continue, and I'm going to plug it in and give you the value of each angle. So 22 times 3 plus 4, 22 times 3 is 66, plus 4, 70. So this guy measures 70 degrees. This on the top, it's 15 times 3 plus 5. 15 times 3 is 45, plus 5, that gives us 50. So this angle measures 120. So combined, this angle that measures 50 and this angle measures 70, look, they measure the same as that exterior angle. So they're both equal. So they both measure. This guy outside measures 120, and these two together measure 120. I'll do maybe one more. Let's pick something from the bottom. Find the measure of the angle. Okay, so let's do angle S. Angle S here. So we want this guy here. We want this guy. So right now we know that 140 is equal to 3x plus 4, right? And then 8x plus 4. Combine like terms. 3x and 8x is 11x. 4 plus 4 is 8. Minus 8. Minus 8. 132 equals 11x. Divide by 11. Divide by 11. X equals 12. So we know this outside angle is 140. So let's find out this angle. To find out this angle is going to be 3 times 12 plus 4, which is 36, plus 4, 40 degrees. Let's find out this angle over here, even though they didn't ask us. 8 times 12 plus 64. 8 times 12 is 96. And 96 plus 4 is 100. And look at that. If you take 100 and this 40 over here, and you combine them, you add them together, you get 140, which is exactly the measure of that exterior angle. Just free to confirm. Let's do last one. Meeny, meeny, miny. 18. Find angle YDC. Well, let's find angle YDC first. Angle YDC is, this is Y, this is D, and this is C. So they want this angle here. Find that angle. Okay? So the first thing we need to do is this exterior angle, 15x plus 5, right? And it's equal to the sum of this angle and this angle of 80 plus 6x plus 6. Well, go through your steps. 15x plus 5. There's nothing to do here. On the right side, I'm going to combine 80 and 6. I have variables on both sides. Let's get rid of the 6x, so minus 6x, minus 6x. 86, 15x minus 6x is 9x, plus 5. We're going to do minus 5 here, minus 5 here. That goes away. 9x equals 81. I'm going to divide by 9, divide by 9. X equals 9. So they want the value of the angle, so for this one, you need to come back here and replace. So that's 15 times 9 plus 5. 15 times 9 is 135 plus 5 is 140. So this exterior angle here is 140 degrees. Let me take another step and let's find this angle here. So it's 6 times 9 plus 6. 6 times 9 is 54. 54 plus 6 is 60. And just for you to verify, these two angles, this angle and this angle combined, right, it's 60 plus 80, which is equal to 140, which is the exact same measurement as this exterior angle. Okay, that's it. Okay, the rest you can do.